Today, let's find out whether the BJP is growing to be a strong second opposition to the TRS after the Congress, or will it replace the Congress in Telangana as the next big opposition party? While the 2014 elections in Telangana proved to be a huge mandate for the Telangana Rashtra Samiti and K. Chandrasekhar Rao, its chief minister, the 2019 elections was more of an indication that there was scope for other parties to rise. Following the assembly elections in December 2018, it was clear that TRS's popularity was wavering across the state. Let's take the example of the recent Hyderabad floods. Not only was there any visible help from the Telangana government, it has also gone back on a lot of promises of development of the city as well as the state. The only visible help came from KTR and no other ministers from KCR's cabinet. This was a clear indication of how the TRS was losing its popularity, as well as there was a build-up of the anti-incumbency trend across the state. Ironically, when floods hit the state of Telangana and especially Hyderabad, the LRS scheme of the government was under progress. It was more of an indication how illegal encroachments and loss of biodiversity was affecting the state. Additionally, when the world was undergoing the effect of a pandemic, Dubaka TRS MLA Solipeta Ramlinga Reddy passed away due to ill health. While TRS chose Ramlinga Reddy's wife Sujata as their candidate, BJP made Raghurandan Rao, who had earlier contested in several polls, as their candidate. The Congress chose C.H. Srinivas Reddy, who jumped from the TRS to Congress. Following the announcement of the Dubaka by-poll, parties jumped into fray. The tussle between BJP and TRS worsened further. From allegations of corruption to the ongoing controversies and police raids, everything was visible for the public. Here are three strategies that are actually helping the BJP in the Telangana region to gain stronghold and replace Congress as the main opposition. Congress's weak strategies are an indication of how the BJP is gradually trying to occupy the position of the opposition. Despite Congress having firebrand leaders like Revanth Reddy, it is unable to provide a platform for these leaders to grow and thrive. The second reason is the bonhomie between KCR and Majlis leader Asaduddin Owaisi. With Hyderabad having a significant Muslim population, KCR has always remained diplomatic about his comments on the community. In fact, he has always managed to appease them in one way or the other. But going by the current political trends across the country, where the BJP is trying to polarize votes based on religion, it could work in BJP's favor if KCR continues to favor the Muslim community in Telangana. The third point is a growing importance of BJP leaders from the south. The fact that BJP always balances the new entrants along with its senior leaders is an indication that BJP is eyeing Telangana. For instance, the Modi government and the BJP top brass not only made Kishan Reddy a Minister of State for Home, but also gave key positions to southern leaders. Additionally, the party did not neglect its batch of new entrants. For instance, senior Congress leaders like D.K. Aruna and others like Jitendra Reddy, Vivek and all have joined the BJP. They too were given importance in the party. Here's why Telangana is a crucial part of BJP's agenda. Anti-incumbency along with a predominant Muslim community is a fertile ground for BJP to enter the state. Let me give you an example of this. While BJP had won a single seat in the 2018 assembly election, it won 4 seats in Lok Sabha elections. This is a clear indication of the BJP's vote share rise, which was 7% during the assembly elections and increased to 20% in the Lok Sabha election. Given that the BJP is vying for Congress's spot as the opposition, leaders like Revanth Reddy can actually help BJP. It is also important to note that the TDP cadre, which already exists in Telangana, could shift towards the BJP. For now, going by the Dubaka election trends and the growing ambitions of the BJP in the south as well as in Telangana, it is clear that the BJP stands a strong second chance after the TRS in the state. It remains to be seen whether BJP will really evolve as an opposition in Telangana.